Hi, hello, very good morning. Sorry for the delay. Just a minute, guys. We will start the session. Let me share my screen. Connect to our account. Okay, okay, yes. So in today's session, what we are going to discuss is we will see about the implementation of this SCD implementation. So before going to SCD, so we have to understand what exactly the slowly changing dimension is. So for example, let's assume this is a scenario. So whenever the data changes in your source table, how the changes is capturing in your target, how the changes is capturing in the target. That is nothing but so slowly changing dimension. So for example, the changes. So we are going to capture in a target table. So what is the purpose of this? So because we need to understand complete history information, complete historical information. To get this, so we require this particular. So for example, so what are the changes? So it is available in the so source. So let's assume, okay, we'll see one example. So based on this, we can understand clearly. So what we need to, what is this exactly? And then what is the purpose of slowly changing dimension here? Let's say, so this is your data. Now observe this one. This is your data. So we have, so employee ID, name, salary, and then designation, and then year. Let's assume this employee ID, they have joined in this particular, so one organization, and year of 2015 with this particular designation, and then with this particular salary. This is the employee name, and another employee name is this one, 1002, and employee name is this one, salary is this, and then senior developer designation, and he joined in 2015. So both the employees joined in the same year with this designation, with their salaries, and then these are the employee IDs. What will happen every year? So or 6 months once or yearly once, they will get an increment, or so the designation will change, right? Salary will change. Whenever the changes is happening, they are keep on updating. They are keep on updating the data. Now observe this. So when it is coming to 1001, the same employee ID in the next year, employee salary, if you observe, so this is, so here, so 1200, right? And so salary has been increased, right? But designation, if you observe the designation is same, right? Designation is same. And when it is coming to the next salary, this is, so what is this? 1200. So what is the salary? 1400. And so designation is senior developer. Here, so designation is same, but salary has been increased, right? And this is also in the year of 2016. 2016. Now let's come to this one. So again, employee ID, name, so same thing. But if you observe here, see this one, employee salary also increased, and at the same time designation also it increased, right? Designation also it has been increased. So when it is coming to that, so let's observe this. So here, when it is coming to this one, so salary also increased, designation also increased. year of 2017. We have updated the information in the table. Now, the finally, if you observe the, for example, let's assume that this is the current year, or in this current year, so if you observe in the next year, the salary and designation, there is no change. And then, so this particular also, salary also, there is no change for the both the employees. Okay, so due to, so whatever it may be, right? So due to organization performance or the person's performance, they decided to don't give any promotion, don't give any hikes, right? Now if you observe this is your last data, right? This is your, let's assume that this is your current data. Now any person or your manager or any organization HRs, they wanted to understand exactly how your journey is in the organization. And so what will be the, for example, what will be uh, the increments you are getting, and year to year, so what is your, the role it is changing in the organization, how the role is changing in your organization, nothing but a designation, how the salary is increasing, right? So if you observe, this is your final data after all the changes. Only this is the data which it is available in the table. Can you able to tell the complete employees history here? No, right? You cannot, right? We cannot tell the complete employees history in this information, right? Not possible, right? In this situation, so what we have to do, we required to track back this, we need complete information, right? From the year to year, whenever the changes is happening, we need to maintain that particular history. Now let's observe only this data. See this one, we are maintaining, right? Every year, see this one, this is the data here, and then this is the designation. And the next year, again, the salary has been increased. So, and then again we have inserted. Again, we have inserted the next year data. Again, we inserted the next year data. Again, we inserted next year data. If you are maintaining only this information like this, so without year, can we able to understand? So what is the journey? No, right? With year, always when we are performing any like this particular slowly changing uh, implementation or any the data analysis, so year is very important, right? Or time period is very important. With the time period only we can able to analyze some information, right? So without that it is not possible. So now if you observe here, see this one, 2015, this is 2015. When it comes to 2016, the same. Let's take any one employee ID 1001. See this one. So when you take this, the initially, sorry, this is salary, and the next, this is next change, next change, next change. Now observe this one, in the year of 2015, salary and then designation. When it is coming to 2016, the salary has been changed, and then there is same designation. And the next year, salary has been increased, designation also increased, associate engineer to software engineer, right? The next year, so then the salary increased, but the same designation. So for example, next another year, the salary has been decreased. Salary in the same year, if you observe, the same year I have given, so 1500, and then again in the mid-year assessment, they have decreased their salary. Okay, so then in this situation, so how you will understand? So by based on the time frame, you can understand. One more challenge here, we can able to understand this, but in the same time frame, if you have this kind of information, see this one, in the 2000 year itself, we have two records, right? One is for 1700, one is for 1500. So which one is first, which one is next? Do you have any specific information about that?
Hi Dinesh, who cannot hear you?
We can clearly tell that the which year we are getting the salary, right? What is the salary in which year, right? And at the same time, if you observe, so this particular thing, so you can able to understand, see this in the same year also, if you have two, which one is the first, which one is the next? By seeing the versioning number, we can able to understand, right? This is one way. So based on the business requirement, they can use sometimes flag also. Flag means latest or previous. For example, the current one, they will keep it as a true. For example, if it is a flag, the current one, they will keep it as a true, and then old one, they will keep it as a false. This one, initially, this is true. This is a current one. Now, when it is coming to the next year, this one will become current one. This one will become old one. When it is coming to the next year, this one will become current one. This one will become old one. You can give any like a flags like TRF or the CR, like a current, and then a previous CNP, whatever it may be. It depends on the business, right? So he C and then T. So now based on this, what we'll understand. So if you wanted to know the current and then previous, which one is the current one, based on the flag, we can understand, right? See this one. So by seeing this, what we can tell, so we can tell this information, right? But one challenge in the flag is we cannot say which one is first, which one is next, right? So in this, the recent one we can tell, but what about the previous thing? All flags are F. Which one is first, which one is next? If you don't have a date, let's assume that we don't have this date information, this information, only we have a flag. It is very difficult to tell. So which one is the current, which one is the, so I mean current one you can tell, about the previous things we cannot understand. Which one is the one, which one is the next one, right? And coming to the version number, we can tell that. So what is the current, and then what is the previous, and then which one is the first, which one is the next, last. Everything we are getting an answer here. But one thing you cannot tell that. So without this particular date range year, so we cannot tell. So if you forget this year, for keep it aside, then we cannot tell which. So for this particular employee 101, how many years he received the same salary, in which year it has been increased. We know that this is the initial salary and then this is the next salary. But so how, what is the duration? How much duration he has received this salary? You don't have that information, right? If you want that complete answer for that, the best thing will be date ranges. Date range also, it will be with the day and then month and then year. If you have the information with a date range, like start date and end date, whatever it may be, then it will be answer for all the solutions, right? We can understand by using a date range. Let's assume here we have a date like this. So for example, I'm giving, so with the month and then with a date, for example, 01 and then so 01 2015. When it is coming to next year, 0, 1, and then 0, 9, and then 2016. Now observe this. From here to here, he received this salary. After this, at this particular point of time, his salary has been increased, right? We can clearly tell that, right? The duration, how many months he has received the salary. If you have this information, this is a like a, so month and then day and then so year, you can able to easily understand. So what is the exact salary during this particular year? When you are maintaining this data in your, whenever the data is changing in the source, we are going to maintain this data in a target, right? Complete historical information. This we will call it as a slowly changing dimension, right? So the data will be slow change. It will not very frequent changes. So the data will change very slowly. Whenever the data changes, how we are maintaining the changes in the target, right? Now to implement this, so the same thing. So we will plan it. For example, what we will do is, what are the things we required? We required first is a source, right? Source. First is a source. That is a source table. To capture the changes on a source, what we required? We required stream, right? Then what we required? We required target, right? Do we need to keep the changes in the target table, right? Stream, what is the stream? To understand the changes in a source. And so to compare, so we need to compare and then we need to place it in a target, right? How we will compare? From the stream and then target. So what we required is, we required a, to compare that, we required merge statement. And to schedule this we don't want to run manually. To schedule this, we required a task implementation, right? With all this combination, we can able to implement slowly changing dimension. Now if you observe, the source we required, and then we need a target, and then we should have a stream to compare the changes. And so to compare these particular changes from the, so to validate in between a stream and then target, so we have a merge statement. And then we have a task for a scheduling implementation. So with the combination, we can implement SCD implementation here. Now let's observe this with a simple example. We will go. It's always the scenarios, it depends on, so based on the business logics, right? So what we will do is, so you can do is the same thing. So whatever the the step by step I have created here. So what exactly you need to do, this is the step-by-step process, the same thing. So you can execute it in your system, you can understand. Now what we are doing is, we are creating a source table. We are going to create a source table here. Let's create a replace table. We are creating a source table with ID and the name. Only two records. Let's check it. Only two. And if you required, you can see salary. Okay, so you can increase salary also. You can create a salary, the number, whatever it may be, let it be. So these two records. Okay, we created a table. Now if you observe, this is a source table, right? Okay, on this source table, whenever we are going to do the changes, we required to capture these changes, right? To do that, what we required a stream on this particular table. So when we wanted to stream, sorry, let's create a stream going to create a stream on the table. This is a stream name. Stream. This is a stream name. You can give any name on table, source table, right? We created a stream. Now we have a source, and then we have a the stream. Stream name is this one. And so when you have this information, so what is the additional thing what we required? So we required the target table also. So let's create a target table. Now observe this. This is the target table. Target table. We have the name, stream type, and then default. So value. So null value, default value is a null value here, and then the revision number. So by default, it is going to take it as a 0, and then the date. It will be added with a timestamp. Okay, these are the columns what we are creating in a target. Now let's observe. If you see, select star from, this is a source. You won't have any records, right? And then so select star from stream. So what is the stream? This is the delta stream, right? And then so we have select star from target. What is the target? This is the target, right? Okay. Now let's run this. Now this is the target. Now observe this. We have a source table. So we have a, so this one delta stream, and then we have a target table. Observe this one in the target. What all the things we have? We have along with the ID name, we have a stream type to understand whether it is a inserted one or whether it is a deleted one or updated one. And then revision version, a recent version, and a recent date. Based on this, so we can we can clearly understand so what is the version and then what will be the recent date. Now what we are going to do is we are going to insert the data into this source table. When you insert the data in the source, what will happen? Stream, what it will do, it is going to capture the changes, right? It will capture changes. Now let's observe this, how it is going to capture the changes. What we will do is we will insert some records. We are inserting 3 records. We are inserting. We have inserted the table. Now, if you check the data here, see this one, we have a data. And then if you observe the stream what it will have? It will have the information about insert, right? Insert, and then metadata dollar is update equal to false, and then metadata row ID. And then what about the names? We have a name and then we have IDs. And then so metadata dollar action, it is telling that it is a all are inserted one. Now, if you check the data in the target table, in the target we don't have anything, right? We need to insert the data into the target table to maintain history. To maintain history, we are going to compare with this particular delta stream the change records. So because so we will understand that here, so what exactly the change, so what is this, whether it is a inserted one, whether it is a updated one, so we can able to understand it here, right? So what we will do is we are going to implement a merge statement here. Now observe this one. So based on this statement, so it depends on the logic, the business logic, or how we are going to implement it. Here, if you observe the merge into the table and using delta stream, this is a stream comparing with the target table. In a target table now, we don't have any records. See this one, we don't have any records. But So what about the like a stream? Stream, so we have a data. See this one, stream, we have a data. Now, so what is the exact information we are so checking here? See this one, when so t dot id, I mean target dot id is equal to source dot id, right? S is a, so nothing but a delta stream. S is nothing but, I'm sorry, one second guys. I'm sorry guys. Now, so just observe this here. So what happened here? So we we are comparing with the stream and then target. When you are comparing, see this one, when the ID is matching and if the metadata action equal to delete, metadata action equal to delete. So when match and so this is matched, when metadata action equal to delete when matched and metadata dollar is update false, metadata dollar is update false, then only it is a updated revision version and then it will consider as a deleted record. It will consider as stream type as a deleted. It is going to update it. When it is so matched and so metadata dollar is update equal to true. When it is a delete and then this one metadata dollar is update equal to true, then what it is going to consider, it has to update a revision version, so -1. We are updating with -1 because so we need to understand which one is the first and then which one is the previous one. Okay, that's why. So this one, and if it is not matching, in this particular case we don't have any records in the target table, then it will come to not matching. Then what will happen, we are going to insert the data into the target table with these values, with the metadata action and then so default value and then current timestamp. We are just inserting the data, just we are inserting a data. Now let's run the merge statement. Now observe this, when you run the merge statement, now check the data in the target. We ran the merge statement and once you utilize the data in a stream, what will happen once you utilize the data? What will happen in a stream? Stream will become empty. And then check the data in the target. Check the data in the target. Now see this one. what happened? So data is inserted, data is inserted. And then what about the version? Revision, recent version 0, and then we have a date. So this is with the current timestamp, we can understand, right? Now let's do some of the changes here on the same existing data. What we will do is, so for example, we will like update some data here, update table. What is a table here? Source table, table, set name. For example, I will take it as a name equal to rate where id equal to 0. See this one updated. Now check the data in the, what we have done, we have updated the name. There is a update in a source. But if you check the data in a source, what we will have? You will have the, see this one, it's updated. But you don't have any previous information, right? In the source. It is having the latest one. And check the data in the delta stream. So observe this stream, what you will have? Two values. One is insert, another one is delete. Insert, delete, right? Two things we have here. One is insert, another one is a delete. Now, if you run the merge statement, now this is in a stream, it is available. If you run the merge statement now, what will happen here? It is going to match with, see this one. So metadata dollar action delete, metadata dollar action delete, and metadata dollar is update equal to false. So metadata dollar is update equal to false. It is not a matching. Then what it will come? Metadata dollar is update equal to true. Then what will happen? It is going to update with recent version -1. The version ID will be updated. And so let's run this. See this one, version ID has been updated. Now check the data in the table. Once you utilized, now you are utilizing stream, right? When you are taking the data from the stream is nothing but we are utilizing the stream. Now when you check the data here, observe this one. For the ID 0, what you will have? This is the older version -1. This is the newer version 0. And then you can able to see the timestamp also, right? For example, let's assume that this implementation you are doing, so today and then tomorrow and day to day. So next day, next week, you will have a date information. At the same time, you will have a version information also. Again, same thing, I will update. So this name with, for example, so by mistake I have updated. So I need to update it. Also this one, I'm again updating with another one. It's done. Again, what you will have? You will, the final data, it will be there in a source. This is the final data. But we wanted to capture the changes, right? So the change will be there in a stream. See this one previous value, this has been updated like this. Now when you are running this, the merge statement to capture the information, this particular merge statement. So what you will have, it will come to the, again, the third condition. So then again it is going to update and with the version number. Now let's check the date here. See this one, what you observed here. See this, observe the version numbers. Every time when the new version is coming, new version is becoming 0, the older version it is keep on increasing, -1, and then this is -2. The next, this is the first one. So next, this is the one. Next, this is the one. We can understand clearly by using this version. So which one is the first and which one is the next, right? And for example, so I have inserted some more records. So then what will happen? For example, I am inserting. So for example, so new record, so as blue, and then I will take it as a 9. Now let's observe this. It's done, right? It is done. So now, so what you have to do is, let's run the merge statement. We have inserted, right? Only one record, new record inserted. It will come to the last. When you insert, when you are running this, and the new record will be with a 0, right? See this one. This one is with a revision version 0. Suppose I am deleting, so 1, for example, ID equal to 1. This I wanted to delete. I will insert again. See this one. What we are going to do is, we are going to delete from table where ID equal to 1. We are deleting it. We are deleting. We have deleted one. Done. Now, if you wanted to capture the changes, what we need to do again? Deleted entry. What will be the like a stream? Stream will have a delete. Metadata action equal to delete. Metadata dollar is update equal to false. So which condition it will come here? This condition it will come here, right? It will match with this condition. What will happen? The revision version, it will take some hard coded value, and then stream type will be updated as a delete. It will be updated as a stream type equal to delete, the recent version equal to this one. Now let's observe this. We will run this one, merge statement, and you can check the data in the target table. See this one, what we observed here, the one deleted, and as observe the version, right? Observe the version. We can see that this particular record has been deleted. But if you observe the data in a source, can you able to see any information here? We can see only, see this one, these records, right? Only the latest information only we can able to see that information, but we don't see any historical information, right? If you wanted to maintain history, so we need to manage this by the kind of the merge statement, right? Now, so one thing, so if you observe it here, let's say for example, so what you are doing here, whenever we are doing the changes, right, we are running a merge statement every time. Whenever the changes we are updating in a source table, we are implementing a merge statement. Manual run, we are doing manually, right? If you wanted to automate it, so what we have to do? Whenever the change happen in a source, automatically the things has to be updated in a target table. What is the option we have for that? We have a task implementation. Let's implement this in a task and then observe. For example, so you can come to this, the task implementation we have created it here. When you are executing, go with the step by step, then we will understand. I have given the complete explanation also here in this document to understand clearly. So what this is, so implement what this is doing exactly, each and every step. Now here, if you observe, create task, this is a task name, this is a task name, and then warehouse, this is a compute virtual warehouse, and then we are giving for the schedule time. What is the virtual warehouse here? Dev virtual warehouse, dev virtual warehouse, this is a virtual warehouse, and then schedule time 1 minute we are giving, right? And when, observe the condition here. So generally, so when the task, after completion of the task, we will give, so after the task name, that is a dependency. we can give the dependency on a stream like this. When stream has data, when dollar stream has data, this means if this particular stream is having a data, then only execute this one. Even though if it is every 1 minute, if cross check whenever you have a stream data, then only go with a schedule. Otherwise, don't go with a schedule. That is the meaning of this. And merge into, see this one, target. So this is the statement. So when it is matching, so you have to run this particular thing. So when stream has a data, then only you run the merge statement. That is the meaning of this in a task, right? We have created a task, we given to the specific virtual warehouse, and then we have given to this particular the schedule time. But even though if the schedule time is there also, if you have a stream has a data, then only it is going to run. Otherwise, it won't run. If it is having a data, then only it will run. Clear, right? We created a task. Now, if this task wanted to be in a, so by default, it will be in a suspended mode, right? If the task we wanted to be in a like a running, then what we need to do? We have to be in a resume. We have to give it to resume. Alter task, task name, and then resume. We are resuming the this one. So it is the task will be in a live. Now the task is executing, but what it will check? Every time, every 1 minute, it will check the stream is having a data or not. If the stream is having a data, then only this one will execute. This condition will execute. Otherwise, it will not execute. Now, our stream is having any data here. See this. No, right? When the stream will get a data, if you done any changes, then only stream will get a data, right? For example, I will insert one record here. Let's assume I'll go with, and then for example, I'm inserting one, I am inserting. See this, we are not going to run the merge statement manually, automatically it will run. We have inserted some data in a source, that's it. One record we inserted. If you check the source, one record inserted, see this one record inserted, 6 ID. And then if you check the delta stream already it captured the data. Okay, it has already picked the data, because when the stream is utilized, what will happen? Stream will become empty, right? Now let's check the data in without running the merge statement, and then let's check the data in a target table. See this one, it inserted with the version. Now the same one, we will update it. For example, ID equal to 6, ID equal to 6, and just I have updated, right? There is a update. Now immediately check the stream. Stream is having a data now. After some time, when the merge statement is executed, means what it mean by that? Stream become empty, right? Stream will become empty after the merge statement execution is done, right? Now, so let's observe this. After some time, let me execute this. We'll wait for 2 minutes. 1 second. Then again, we will check. It is not picked. It's not picked. And let's run it. It's not executed. When the stream picked, what will happen? Automatically, the merge statement will be executed in the backend. right? Let's check the stream. Now it's picked. So this one, stream become empty means the merge statement has been executed and then it has picked the data. And this data is available in the target now. See this one, without running a merge statement, what happened? So we can able to see that, see this one. So right, this is the -1, this is the latest one, this is the latest one now. So what is happening? So these many changes we have done. So during this period, right? So within short period, we can done these many changes in the same data table, same source table, right? But if you observe the source table, so you can able to see only some of the entries, but we don't have any history here. So what exactly happened on the table? We don't have any history. If you require this history, so what we need to implement, we implement a merge statement, and we can see the data in the target table. We will have the complete historical information, right? This is kind of the slowly how we can able to implement, slowly changing dimension, how the changes will be happen in our the target when you are capturing the kind of information. Okay, so generally this is the scenario how we can able to implement it, guys. Okay, just try to practice, try to implement this 1 or 2 times. Okay, then you will get so one clear idea on the execution. So what is the step by step we have to execute, and then why we are executing this. You can go with the step by step approach what we are giving, and then so after the merge statement have given the update one record and then check the data, and then after that execute the merge statement, again check the data, right? And delete operation, done the delete operation. The step by step implementation can follow the same thing. Then so check the data, so we can see so what exactly is happening. Okay, so this is implementation. Now let's come to the questions. Any questions here, guys? Yes, I have uploaded today, guys. Interview questions as well as sample CVs also uploaded, and then dumps also I have updated. The missed all the documents. I got the drive, the empty. Okay, so we have a yes, resumes also I have uploaded. Everything is there. You can just refresh the drive and then you can check it, guys. It will be there. Okay, guys.
Dinesh, the best practices folder is empty.
That's
Check.
also I have written.
Okay. And do you have any SQL?
Queries,
Not SQL queries, like it's kind
SQL
of
material.
yeah. The basic
Okay.
SQL material
Yeah.
which
I
will be
have
used
it.
for personal.
Yes, I have it. I will do that also. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will share it there. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Hello,
Thank you
Dinesh.
all. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Yes.
So here, stream is as a parent or only it is as a stream?
Stream is,
It's
we
a
cannot
parent.
say that it is a parent. It is like a delta. It is capturing the changes. That's it. It will not have, we cannot say that it's a parent. The source is, we can consider that as a parent.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow.